Alright, good morning everybody. I know I haven't done a video in a while. Sorry, I just woke up, so if I sound groggy, I do apologize. But I'm finally able to do a video because the semester is finally done. My last classes were on Thursday. Thursday I took my last final. So now I have time for y'all. Sorry. I apologize ahead of time for people that asked me to send them an email about certain topics on the HESI. I did not do that. I did not send those emails out. I've been so busy, so I'm sorry. But I will go ahead and respond to those emails today. I know that, but I think that those of you guys that send me those emails have already taken the HESI by now. But just in case, if you didn't pass the test, I'll respond to your emails. I'm fresh out the bed, yo. Like, I didn't even brush my teeth yet. I ain't brushed my teeth yet, but I'm about to brush it right now. So classes are done. Hold on one second. I'm about to brush my teeth. Sure. Hold on. Classes are done. The classes that I just finished were Pathophysiology and y'all know I be having brain farts, right? Pathophysiology and health and wellness. Pathophysiology and health and wellness. And it's crazy because I was so amped up to take pathophysiology, and it's not what I expected. Like, yeah, I mean, it was interesting, but I didn't do good like I wanted to do good, because it's just everything is just so fast paced, and it's just like, whoa, okay, slow down, wait, hold up. Yeah, hold on one second. Actually, I think I can pause this. Hold on. Can I pause this? This is not touchscreen. What am I doing? Okay, I'm back. I didn't know I could pause a video. Okay, so the grades that I got in my classes, disappointed in myself, but listen, I can only retain but so much. In Patho, I got a C. Listen, I'd rather pass than fail, because when you fail, if you going based off of or financial aid, then you gonna have to come out of pocket. Okay, my daughter woke up. Hold on. Sorry about that. My youngest just woke up. Anyway, so yeah, I got a C in that class. This is really jacked up. The first day I took a test for that class, I had another test for health and wellness. So that's like the worst year when you got 2 tests on the same freaking day. Like, I don't think I've had 2 tests in one day since I started. I mean, going forward after that, the tests were like on opposite weeks. But the third week of classes, yeah, I had 2 tests in 1 week. Speaking of tests, so this is the crazy part. And I told y'all, I ain't sugarcoating nothing. I'm going to tell you like it is. So for Patho, I didn't pass not 1 test in that class. So that goes to say that with certain classes, you can possibly, just depending on the class, not every class, definitely not every class, it's possible that you can actually pass the class without actually passing the test. But of course, you know, if you failed the test miserably, then you probably won't pass the class even with a C. But there were some tests that I almost passed, but I didn't pass not 1 test in that class. Now, I don't want you to go up in there thinking like, okay, well, I'm going to do the bare minimum and just skate my way through real quick. No, try your best, of course. Try to get that top grade, but because I definitely tried, but that issue was hard. So yeah, I didn't pass not 1 test, not even the final. I almost passed the final, but didn't. I still got a C. And the reason why I say in certain classes you may still be able to get by is because in certain classes they give you like a lot of assignments. So for example, pathophysiology, we didn't just take tests, of course, you know what I'm saying? We did different ATI assignments. We did a paper. I had to do an RUA paper, which is like an essay basically. My topic was gunshot wound. I had to talk about the pathophysiologic process of a gunshot wound. I got a 94 out of 100 on that paper. And that's just all me. You know, I had to do my research and write my own essay. You know what I'm saying? Well, they call it RUA paper, but so I got 94 out of 100, so that was good. That was the only thing that I actually passed as far as like me putting my all into it, like me doing my own research and stuff like that. And coming up with my own words, you know what I'm saying? Well, not all my own words. The majority of it was my own words. So ATI assignments and, you know, an RUA paper and another assignment called The Rock, which is very simple. There were like a lot of simple assignments where you could get like 10 points and 25 points. But here's the thing though, I'm not going to say a lot of people, but some people actually miss points because they either forget to do an assignment or they're late. Because if you're late, they take off points. So these simple assignments, people be fucking up on them shits. Like, so, but I made sure once I mean, either way, I was going to make sure I stay on top whether I was struggling or not in the class. But I'm glad that I stayed on top of my assignments because that helped me get that C. You know what I'm saying? Because guarantee you, if I had slacked off on my assignments and was late and had got a late penalty and everything, then I would not have got a C. It's because I stayed on top of my assignments. I did all my assignments and I got the full credit for every single assignment. Because I did that, that's what saved me. I would say that is what saved me from failing this class, that pathophysiology class. I'm trying to put a mask on. Hold on a second. Another thing, I've been sick. Yes, like, oh my gosh. The sixth week of class, I got sick. And I missed one day of studying, like on a Sunday. I got sick on a Saturday. Yeah, it's crazy because I realized I was getting sick in the wee hours of the morning. So Saturday in the wee hours of the morning, got sick. It was all in my throat. My throat started to get like, ugh. And then that next day, Sunday, I was like damn near disabled. I couldn't move. Like I had severe fatigue, yo. When I tell you, I was like on the couch, man. I couldn't. It's crazy how like when you get so tired, you can't even stay awake. It really made me realize what a terminally ill person goes through. Like, if you've ever been like really sick to the point where you know that you can't even move and you could barely stay awake, that's what those people go through. Like all they want to do is sleep, like just sleep. So I could understand how people that get really sick to the point where they like, oh, they just ready to pass away. And sometimes they wait for like certain family members to come around before they actually take their final rest. That's how I felt. I was like, oh my God, like if I die right now, I'll be dying in peace because I'm just so damn fucking tired. Like seriously, I was so tired. Like all I wanted to do was sleep. I'm sorry, I've been coughing for weeks. I don't even like taking medicine. My daughter's father kept bugging me, take the medicine, take the medicine, take kid medicine, children medicine. So I finally took the children medicine. I think I took it on that Sunday that because I was like, I was going through it. And when I took it, that's when I felt better. Like the next day, I definitely felt better. I was still sick of, coughing, but I felt better. But I'm getting my dates mixed up here, I think. No, I'm trying to think. I may be getting my timeline mixed up, but was it Sunday or Monday? Yeah, I was. I'm trying to think because there was a night that I think when I first got, was it Saturday? I think that's Saturday when no. Man, I don't know. I don't want to waste much time trying to figure out timelines. But anyway, there was one night of me being like really sick where it was so bad, y'all. Like I was in so much pain. My spine was aching me. It was so bad that I couldn't sleep. I didn't get no sleep at all. No sleep. I'm putting on clay mask. My first time trying it. I use samples from Ipsy. Probably can't read what this says. Pore tightening. Any of y'all order from Ipsy? Every month I get my $10 makeup bag. This was my, what's this? My April bag. Any one of y'all got this? This is the April bag. Spring. But yeah, I was so frustrated because I couldn't go to sleep and I was just not feeling good that I was crying. Like I actually cried for like a whole hour. Sitting in the dark crying. Because I wanted to go to sleep and I could not go to sleep because I was so damn sick. Yeah. This is before I took the medication. So I don't know what day that was. I could be getting my days mixed up. But I know for sure that this all started on a Saturday. So it's been 2 weeks now since I've been coughing. Anyway, I'm off topic. So yeah, I ended up with a C in pathophysiology. It is what it is. I passed because I stayed on top of my assignments and I did my paper. And I'm surprised because I was so nervous. Like, I did my paper last minute. When I tell you last minute, like, I normally do my papers, like, 2 weeks ahead of time. I did my paper, like, 3 days before the due date. And every time I do a paper, y'all, I get writer's block. I sit there and I'm like, oh, my gosh, I don't know where to start, how I'm going to do this. That's what I say in the beginning. Then what I do is I just breathe and I take my time and I look at the rubric. The rubric is basically what they tell you need to implement into your paper. It's like a breakdown of what you need to hit the points that you need for the paper. So I take my time and I go through each thing, you know what I'm saying? I try to make sure I hit it. That's what I do. So I think that really helps me out. Let me see. Health and wellness, I got a B in that class. That class, honestly, like some of the work is pretty much like self-explanatory, like common sense stuff. Some of it, not all of it. It's common sense stuff. With that one, we had a RUA paper also. I got a 99 out of 100 on that paper. So I noticed that, so since I've done several papers so far, I've noticed that when it comes to papers, I do pretty good. So I'm not worried about papers anymore. I don't like writing papers, and I did that paper. Both of my papers were due on a Sunday, and I did the pathophysiology paper. I started doing that on a Thursday, I think. Finished on a Friday, and I started my health and wellness payment. I started my health and wellness paper on a Saturday. I did it Saturday, the day before it was due, and got a 99 out of 100. That topic was suicide in young adults. Yeah, because you get to choose what you want to talk about, but you have to stay within a certain category. Yeah, what you're gonna be talking about. Yeah. Okay, I need to get going with this. This thing is drying up, and I'm like patting this shit like it's gonna be wet forever. So I gotta be in that class, and I'm just glad that I made it out of those classes because you do not want to repeat. Because like I was saying earlier before I paused it the first time, this video, if you are relying on financial aid and you know that your financial aid is not going to cover your whole tuition from the time you start to the time you finish, if you fail a class, you're going to have to end up paying for them classes that you fail. And them classes, Chamberlain is not cheap. I'm not going to sugarcoat that shit. Like, 1 credit hour is $675. It's currently $675. So if you have a class that is worth 3 credit hours, you're going to be paying out of pocket if you are depending on financial aid that is not covering your tuition completely. You're going to be paying over $2,000 for one class. You don't want to do that. So you really need to bust your butt to get through these classes. Now going forward, the next set of classes that I'll be taking is called Fundamentals, Skills, and Health. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, Health Assessment Skills, I guess. Yeah, skills. So with those classes, I finally get to actually wear my uniform. I don't have to wear them to lecture, but to lab, that's what, yeah, we're going to be doing actual lab now. So it's not just us sitting down in the classroom for 3 to 4 hours. Yes, you in nursing school, you sit down in the classroom for 3 to 4 hours. It is so boring. I think that's why I be struggling with lectures, man. I don't like lecture classes. I just hate sitting there. I'm a hands-on person. I need to get up in there, and that's how I learn as far as, you know, being able to pass a test. Like, I have to be hands-on, like doing and seeing, you know, that's how I retain stuff. That's how things stick for me. You know what I mean? So, but now we get to finally learn how to provide care, you know, within the lab setting. So that is freaking interesting. I cannot wait to do that. Yes, we still have lecture for those classes, but the difference is we're going to be learning and actually be able to apply what we learn instead of just sitting there watching slides and taking tests. Like, that shit is whack, yo. I need to be doing something. I don't like sitting down for a long period of time. Okay, do I have enough clay on my face, you think? I think I do. Alright, that's enough for now. Yeah, I've been hacking for 2 weeks now. It may be 3. I don't even know. I lost count. No, 2. So that's it. Like, 16 minutes already. I'm talking. I hope this video comes out clear. I always say that because these computers I have, shitty, yo. I need a Mac. I ain't got no Mac money. I need a Mac computer. So I end up with a B and a C, and I'm mad because my average dropped, but I'm hoping to pick it back up. So if your grades drop, don't feel bad. Like, you have enough time to pick it back up because there's so many more classes I gotta take. So yeah, I'm going from a 3.11 to a 2.7. Yeah, but that sucks. But I know that I believe I will do better because, like I said, now I'm stepping into hands-on stuff, and I like to be hands-on. So yeah, we'll see what happens. In fundamentals, the actual lecture, I'm a little concerned about it, but I'm gonna stay hopeful. Of course, you have to stay hopeful. That class is the class where you actually learn how to calculate, like, medication, like dosages and stuff like that, and it looks real complex, and I'm like, okay, but I gotta stay hopeful. I have to. I gotta get through it because, you know, it's something I have to learn, and I will be actually applying because I have to learn how to calculate these people's medication. Can't give them too much, can't give them too little. So this is something serious. Like, I'm taking this dead serious because I have to actually do this. So, oh dang. What else I gotta talk about? So we were asked to do a survey about 3 weeks ago. I did my survey. It's about the school. And I was complaining about one thing only. Everything else I gave them a good rating. And, you know, like I tell you, I'm keeping it real. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And my complaint was about the insurance. Because, you know, in order to go to nursing school, you have to have insurance. Now, if you don't have your own insurance, you could get insurance through the school. So Chamberlain uses United Healthcare. I didn't want to use the insurance, so what I did was I applied for Medicaid. But I think with the school you had to, when I first started, I had to have insurance by January 5th. And now pay attention to the timeline. I applied for Medicaid January 3rd. So even though I applied on January 3rd, I knew that I would not get the insurance in time. And with Medicaid, with Medicaid, when you apply, they have up to 45 days to respond back. Mind you, I just started school, so everything that was coming at me was new to me. So I was so dead set on trying to focus on school and make sure I do everything correctly that I kind of with the Medicaid, I paid attention to the days and how much more days I had left to hear back from them, but I kind of pushed it to the side because I was so focused on making sure I did everything for my schoolwork. So the 45 days passed and I ain't hear back nothing from Medicaid. So going backwards, like I said, with this school, I had to have insurance by January 5th. So if you don't have your own insurance, you can actually get auto-enrolled, or you can go ahead and enroll yourself through the school's insurance. So I had to enroll myself. And, when you are enrolling through them, you have to pay out of pocket. I had to pay $397 for insurance because at the time, I was still waiting for my Medicaid to get approved or denied or whatever. So I was mad about that, but in my mind, I knew that I was going to get the Medicaid. So I was just like, you know what, whatever. This go round, the Medicaid, of course, they didn't hit me up yet, so I'll just let that slide and pay the $397. Did that. So fast forward, the insurance for the school expired in February. I was thinking like, damn, once I pay the insurance, shouldn't it last for a period of time? No, it expired in a month and a half after I paid $397. I was pissed about that, so I had to either get my own insurance again or I had to re-enroll through them. So at this point, classes are done, and I had to make sure I was re-enrolled by the end of February. So, I'm sorry, by March 2nd. Yes, by March 2nd, I had to make sure, either March 2nd or March 3rd, I had to make sure I was re-enrolled through them or get my own insurance. So now I'm sitting here like, wait a minute, okay, school classes are done, so now I have a little time to focus on this Medicaid. So I actually had to go up to the damn Department of Children and Families office, DFACS. I had to actually go up there to find out what the hell is going on with this Medicaid. So long story short with that, they told me that fill out this paperwork because you need to be added onto your kids' policy or whatever the hell. And I'm like, well, ain't nobody told me that. I just went onto the website and filled it out the same way I would fill out for my kids. So the guy told me, mind you, I had 3 days. I had 3 days to either get approved or denied. I had 3 days to get my Medicaid over to the school before I would have to pay more money again for their insurance. So when I submitted, I think I went to the DFACS office March 1st or February 29th? No, 28th, something like that. I don't know. So I went to the office around on a Tuesday, and I had to be enrolled again with through the school or have my own insurance by that Friday. So when I went to the DFACS office, the guy told me, I was so disappointed because for those of you that know how food stamps and Medicaid work, with food stamp, when you go up in there, you can actually get it expedited. So they can actually approve you that day that you're there, but it will kick in within 24 hours. So I assumed by me going up in there about the Medicaid that the same rules apply. No, it does not. When I filled that paper out and gave it back to the guy, he says it takes 10 days to process. So you know what that means. I was not able to get my Medicaid on time, and I had to freaking enroll back with the insurance through the school. So I'm thinking damn, here I go again. I was so pissed off. I thought that I was going to pay the same amount, the $397. Why the hell this time around I got to pay $677? I got Medicaid now. They approved me, I think March 14th of this year. But by then it was too late. And the way Chamberlain works is, okay, if you don't have, listen up. The way I'm not trying to bash Chamberlain, whatever, but I'm just letting you guys know ahead of time about this insurance thing so you can get your shit together so that this way you won't get caught out there like I did. But they tell you this, but sometimes, you know, companies or people could tell you stuff, but sometimes they could retract what they say and let you slide or waive or whatever, you know what I mean? So the policy with them is once you enroll with their insurance, whether you enroll yourself or it's automatic, even if you come back like the next day or whenever and say, hey, I finally have my own, it doesn't matter. You still got to pay that, you know, pay for the insurance through them, you know, pay their insurance, because what they do is they pay the insurance company ahead of time for you. And then you're like pretty much like paying Chamberlain back. So I'm like, so the second time around when I finally got my own insurance, I said, hey, you know, and that's what the survey, well, for my survey that I filled out, that's why I was complaining. I was like, yo, I don't think it's fair that I still got to pay this $677 when I finally have my insurance. Yeah, I was late getting my insurance, but it was like 2 weeks after the fact that I had to enroll myself through you guys. You know, they would not take it back. They would not retract the funds back. So now I got to pay $677 out of my pocket for their insurance that I'm not even using. Yeah, I used it the first time around, but this time I didn't use it, but I still got to pay out of pocket. So I'm just letting you know that when it comes to the insurance, if you can, please try to get your own. And just know that if you're not able to get your own and you do have to end up getting it through them, the chances of them, according to their policy, they're not going to take that amount that you owe off your student account. I was so mad because I had somebody call me in regards to my survey. She was like going to advocate for me. She's like, yeah, I'm going to email, you know, the National Compliance Department and try to see if they could either prorate it or just take it off all the way. And I think like the next day we got a response back. She CC'd me on the email, the lady, and they were like, according to the policy, fuck the policy. That policy is not fair at all. That's just like stealing. Like, you just stole my money. Like, it's not fair, because with that money, I could be doing something else with, like buying my shoes, buying my sneakers or whatever for clinicals. Right now I need some sneakers. I gotta dig money from I don't even know where to go buy money for some sneakers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous, but that's that. I'm not gonna keep rambling about that, but just be careful when you with the whole insurance thing, because they're not gonna if you end up getting auto enrolled because you didn't provide your own insurance, or if you enroll yourself, they are not going to refund you back your money or anything, or let you or waive anything. That's just not fair to me, but that's the way they get down. That's the way they get down. I'm trying to think, is there anything else I gotta talk about? This video is going on to be 27 minutes now. So after I take fundamentals and health assessment in both classes, you know, there's labs, and I will be, you know, using mannequins and learning how to insert tubes, take out tubes, and just learn different things around the clinical setting. After those classes are done, then come July, I will be applying those skills that I learned in the hospital setting. So in July is when I actually start clinicals. Right now, coming up, is going to be just labs in the school. But then, like I said, come July, clinicals out in the hospital setting, out there with the real live people, applying what I learned out there. And that's it for now. I don't think I have anything else to talk about. And like I said, to those of you that sent me a message with your emails, I will get back to you today, because now, oh yeah, this is starting next week, Monday, we have spring break. So we don't have classes for a whole week. Oh my gosh, I feel so glad. But oh yeah, also another reason why I've just been struggling with school is because I started working the middle of March. I got a job in March. I'm a caregiver. First time ever doing that, so that's new to me. But I wanted to make sure I had a job that was flexible, that worked with my schedule. And also at the same time, I'm able to learn and get used to interacting with clients. They call them clients / patients, whatever. So that's another thing. Like, I be working. I don't work a lot of hours because I don't want to work a lot of hours, because I don't want to take up too much time, but I may end up having, I need to get a second job though. Even though I don't want to work a lot of hours, I need to get a second job because I'm not, the pay that I get for caregiving is not, it ain't much at all. Like, I'm not even gonna go there, but I like the experience. You know what I mean? So, so that's what I've been up to as of late, working. So even though I have spring break all next week, it's not really a break for me because I have to work. Like I'll be working, not a lot of hours. Actually, yeah, I'll be working 22 hours all together. It may not seem like a lot, but it's the most I will have ever done since I started. So at the same time, I'm over here applying for jobs. I'm trying to get a hospital job. Yeah, preferably at night, part-time. Yeah. All right, y'all. I think that's it. So if you have any questions or whatever, let me know. And like I said, I'll be emailing those of you guys who hit me up back. Oh, also, I ordered my tote bag for lab. And, you know, my lab classes, we have to order a tote bag that has a bunch of shit in there that I don't even know what the hell it's for. Of course, I will learn as I go along, but like stuff like a Foley bag and like different type of pads and an actual catheter and a stomach tube, stuff like that. There's a bunch of stuff in my tote bag. Let me show you real quick. And I ordered my stethoscope also. I'll pause the video when I didn't. This is my tote bag that I had to get. So I'm not going to show you everything because it's too much stuff. Oh my god, this cough needs to go somewhere. But this is the cheapest stethoscope that Chamberlain has. I'm pretty sure I probably could have got it from somewhere else, but I'd rather just do the one-stop shop thing. But yeah, this is my, what was it? Littman stethoscope. All black. So I'm just going to show you a few things that came in this bag. This is like a gown that you got to wear. This is a stomach tube. It's probably backwards, I'm sure, but you can still see. What does it say? You can clearly see it says stomach tube, stuff like that. I'm just trying to show you stuff that you probably heard of. And this is a catheter kit. Catheter kit. So that's it. There's more stuff, but like I said, I ain't showing you all this stuff. It's too much. But I got my tote bag. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like this, I gotta pay out of pocket. The tote bag with all the stuff in there and the stethoscope, that alone was like $144, tax and shipping included. You feel me? So it's just like for me, I have to pay $677. Like I can't afford that. Like I'm a student, so it's like, why y'all making us pay all this money for stuff? And like we're students. And on top of that, most of us still got to pay out of pocket for tuition. Do you see what I'm getting here? I got to pay for some of my tuition. I got to pay for my own tote bag with supplies in there. And you want me to pay for insurance? Like, yo, I'm a student. Like, I'm not balling. Hello? I'm trying to finish school so I can get to that point. Yo, that's it. Anyway, y'all, I'm about to wash my face off. I think it's been 15 minutes already. So I'll talk to y'all later, okay? All right, bye.